Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for your previous likes, comments and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not click on that button and ring the bell so you can get notifications of whenever I'm dropping content on the channel. And now onto the topic of this video, and it's all about faction missions. For those of you that watched my SX12 Eden Conquer video, I did cover faction missions for about 7 minutes in that video, and most of this content is the same as that, but I do have some additional info on extra bonuses that you can gain from doing the missions. If you want to just specifically look at that, go to the video description and check out the timestamps for that. I will highlight it there. Alright, into events we go. Here down the bottom left, faction missions. Faction missions are mainly for your own personal development. They do not have an impact on other factions. People wondering if you do missions for the other 3 factions that you're not part of, would that buff those factions? No. You have to complete missions in all 4 of the different empires available to you in faction missions. On the front page here, you'll see your faction fame that increases with the amount of missions and levels that you do. Daily gift is some serums each day, don't forget to collect those. And then you have these 4 empires. In each empire you will get 3 missions. So let's go into Tankyard Empire, for example. So each day you'll get 3 missions, and you're going to want to level up each empire. There are 15 levels in each empire to level up to, and you do that by increasing your amiability, which is shown in this scale here. Currently now in my Tankyard Empire missions, I am on level 12, and it requires 17,000 amiability to reach level 13. Each level you get a reward when you level up. So once I hit 17,000 amiability, I'll move on to level 13. This is my reward for reaching level 12, and it's some honor coins. So I got 5,000 honor coins. It's also possible to get construction materials, 50,000. So it's a nice way for all players to accumulate some more honor coins, and really having another option available where we can all accumulate construction materials. That is going to be really good for you free to play players out there. Each level you will also get improved stats for troops. So you can see on the right hand side there's a bonus. At level 3 you get 5% extra resistance, level 5 at 5% extra might. Same again at 6 and 7, and then in the later levels you get a total of 10% extra damage, which is good, and an extra 10% of HP, and then finally when you reach level 15 you'll get plus 20 on the combat speed of the faction. Now, when it says of the faction, it doesn't mean all of your heroes in that faction or all of the players' heroes in whichever faction you're currently in. If you click on the icon at the top here, you will see a selection of heroes, and these first set of heroes are linked to the Tankyard Empire. So and you'll see on each empire they have a group of heroes that are linked basically to that empire, and when you level up in each empire, you're improving the stats of the heroes linked to the empire. So for instance, with the Tankyard Empire, I would suggest you want to focus on this empire because it has Immortal Beast Queen and Rose and Blade in it. Those are the heroes that you're going to use to take poison tiles. If you can get an extra 10% might for these heroes and an extra 10% damage, that is going to help you take tiles. So you may want to look at each faction and see which heroes are accompanying that faction, linked to that faction, and then make your priority in terms of what tasks you complete based on that. Now, when you're completing missions, you will be rewarded with 3 different items. On the first here on the left is the amiability, which you require to upgrade to the next level. Now, the missions are done in a tiered structure from 1 star to 5 stars. You can get 5-star missions from level 12, and the higher the level of the stars, the more amiability you will gain. So you can see this 3-star mission here is only going to give me 400 amiability, but the 4 stars are giving me 700. Lower levels give 200, 100, etc. So that's how it's tiered in terms of the amiability. You will also get merit, which is this icon in the middle, so 3,000 merit for each mission completed. That's going to help your personal merit total, and of course individuals' merit totals go towards your guild merit total and therefore towards your faction total. So the more missions you can complete during the season, the more merit you can gain, the more you're going to contribute towards your faction. And then the last thing is broken pages. This relates to faction files, which I will talk about in a minute. So you can basically take on a mission, and you can see that these missions also take different times. 460 minutes for this one, 480, 390. You just click on the plus icon and you can allocate your heroes to the mission. Now, the first thing to see is that it will allow you first to add recommended faction heroes, the heroes that are linked, that are going to give the best bonuses for this upgrade. So you can select the number of heroes that you need, and this correlates to the number of stars. So if there's 1 star, it needs 1 hero, 3 stars 3, and you can see this is a 4 star, so I need 4 heroes. You may notice that as I'm adding the heroes, there's a bonus amount here, and this is 60% at the moment. That is going to increase the amount of amiability rewarded to you from completing the mission, so a 60% increase on the 700. What impacts the bonus? There are 3 things. First off, if you choose a hero who is not level 50, so the lower the level, the lower the bonus you get. So if I swap out in Jungle Knight for Warden, you can see my bonus has dropped by 50%. And then if I also then choose a hero from another faction, you can see again that percentage drops by 50%. If I choose a hero that is level 1 from another faction, it drops. You don't basically get any bonus. So you want to choose the heroes that are the recommended heroes. These will give you the most bonuses in the majority of instances. Now, there is actually an additional element that gives you more bonus points, and this is kind of like a secret Easter egg feature that's been implemented into the game. Now on the screen now, you're going to see a chart. This has been done by Don Pablo. Shout out to Don Pablo, who has put this together. And please do check out both the Reddit group, which is reddit.com/r/Rise of Empires. Many thousand players on there. It's a really great source of information that Don Pablo has started. And he also has the L96 app. So you can just Google L96.app. And that is, again, a great resource for those of you to use. So thank you again to Don Pablo for sharing this with us. Looking at this content, so you can see it's broken on the top half of the sheet. It breaks down the heroes that are linked with each empire. And then on the bottom section, there are additional lists which are linked to named missions. So basically, each type of mission has a particular name. And then these missions highlighted beneath with heroes linked to them give bonuses. So I'm going to show you in a minute Extreme Racing, and that has Lionheart, Blizzard and Heaven's Hand linked to that mission. Now when you place those heroes in, they're going to give an additional bonus. You might note that some of these mission names are in black, some of them are in red. So first off, the ones in black, this sheet was ported directly from Last Shelter Survival. The ones in black are the ones that have been confirmed by players that are available to us in Rise of Empires. The ones that are named in red could be that just their missions are still available in Rise of Empires, but they've changed the name of the mission. It could be that they are just not going to be available. They haven't added these into Rise of Empires. So there's a couple of things that could cause them not to be available. You'll also note that some of these heroes that are required for these bonuses don't directly link with the faction usually. So you can see that, for instance, Pacer for Carnivore's Club in Tabanea Empire, Pacer is actually a Bozeman Empire hero. So those don't all directly correlate. Now, if we go back into the mission, and so I'm now going to select those 3 heroes. So we have Lionheart, and you can see that if a hero is going to give additional bonus, they will have the star icon by their avatar. And if we add a 4th hero in, you can see that now I'm getting a 100% bonus. So this is a really good extra amount. So we're going to now choose that. and those heroes are in ready to go, and then you just click dispatch and off they go. So that is the best way to gain the most bonuses on each mission, which will give you the most amiability. So for this mission now I'm going to get 1400 amiability. At the bottom here you can see that there are chances left for any task. So when you start playing, you will begin with 5 missions available to you, and then once you set off dispatch your first mission, the quest +1 countdown will start, and it takes 3 hours to gain another quest. So if you send off 5 missions all in one go, your chances left will drop to 0, and then every 3 hours it will increase again by 1 up to a maximum of 5 if you don't send off any more missions. You are also able to refresh your missions. So these missions will refresh at reset, and if you want to do it manually, I'm just going to change onto a different. Here we go. So if we change onto the Bosomer Empire, you can see down here in the bottom right hand corner there is the spawn button. You can click on that and then you can refresh. Now the first couple are free, and then it goes from basically 50 gems up to 1000 gems depending on how many times you want to refresh. So there's a second refresh there, and we'll just do it one more time. So these are then going to start costing you gems. So the first 3 are free. Then you can see use 50 gems to refresh all quests. And we'll just do it one more time. And you can see now it's getting more expensive to refresh each time. So you may want to obviously refresh so that you can get the missions with the highest star level, which will give you the most amiability, which means that you can level up quicker. And that is basically the basis for faction missions. Now, there is also faction files on this front page. So when you click on faction files, this is where you're going to use your broken pages. So you'll see from the missions that some were giving you 1 broken page, some were giving you 2 broken pages. To be honest, it's not critical to go for all of the missions that are giving you 2 broken pages. The reason for that is you can do multiple missions every day. I think someone said that the total amount of broken pages required is 240. It might be more, but the most you need for one, and you can select either the individual faction, or you can empire, or you can select them all in the list, and you can see I've already unlocked multiple missions, more than 30 already, and we're not even 2 weeks into the season. The most broken pages you'll require to unlock one of the files is 6. And you can see on your total is on the left hand side. So available here, there's some for 6, some for 4, etc. And if you want to unlock one, you just go basically select it, and we'll just select this one for argument's sake. Use the broken page to unlock the event. I've just done that. It will give you some kind of basic description about that empire, basically giving you a history lesson on each of the 4 empires effectively. Now, why do you want to do faction files? Well, we don't have guild development rewards this year. You may have seen in previous seasons, if you hit level 20 and then level 40, you would get rewards for developing your guild. Basically, everyone always got that, because unless you were in a very small guild that had lost a lot of players merging into others, you wouldn't get it. But everyone else who was in an active guild, you should easily get it. Down the bottom here, you can see we do have chests there, and there are rewards for every 10 faction files that you unlock. For the first 5 rewards chests, you're getting honor points. And now the key thing to look at here is that if you unlock all 60 faction files, you will get your X12 Legendary Recruitment Selection Card. So that will let you choose either Hero Option 1 or Hero Option 2, the same as what we would have had from those previous rewards. So the fact, and you obviously don't get a bulk amount of honor coins in the rewards like we did for guild development. So it's kind of an alternative to guild development, I would say. And that's basically everything about faction missions. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please do click on that like button, and I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it. Are you enjoying this part of Eden? If you're a player in younger states, I hope you found this video helpful, and I've included all the information that you wanted to see. And I'd also be interested in the strategies. Is everyone kind of following a similar strategy to me and focusing on tank yard because of the buffs it's giving to Rosen, Beast Queen and Immortal, or have you maybe chosen to focus on other empires because there are other heroes there that you wanted to focus on, like actually, well, yeah, like there's Lawman, Poison Master, Healer in this, Healer and Poison Master, and some of the best combos at the moment, for example. So yeah, please do pop your comments in the comments section down below, and if you could please share this video in your Alliance chat, Province chat, on your map chats, and through Line, WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever you use to communicate with your fellow players in the game, that'd be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.